I'm going to be breaking down several concepts we actually know. So if you notice me, we have all been speaking about evolution, and today I'm going to focus more on the mindset. Okay, the same way somebody looks at the job description and attack it straight as the entry level personnel, and the way you can still look at those same jobs and you're going to be attacking it more from a consultant mindset, especially those of us as a data professionals that have been in this space. Now, we all know this right now that okay. If you just carry your phone right now, if you carry your phone, check on LinkedIn, you're going to be seeing different people complaining. I've been in this space, I've learned training, I've learned the software tools, I've sent more than 500 job applications, I've had 6 interviews, yet there's no response. Okay, you hear people complaining, I've been applying, but now guess what is happening? There have been a shift now. How by many people have been leveraging AI for different things. So it's more about a kind of a machine to machine scenario. When I say machine to machine scenario, this is what I'm talking about. The person that is applying for a job, he's using AI to be able to get the CV, to make sure it's perfect, to get the cover letter, to make sure it's perfect, make sure it's ATS compliance. Guess what is happening? The recruiter is having several responses of people sending the same kind of CV that is perfect, the cover letter is perfect, everything, and it's more like they're spamming their mails with several things like that. Also, the recruiter themselves is not saying, okay, since we have lots of volume, let me also use AI also to, which we know as the assessment tracker, also to be able to now scan through. So it's now machine versus machine, AI versus AI. That's why if you notice on some job boards, immediately you send your job application. Some of them will not even waste time 30 minutes of 1 hour interval. Immediately you're getting an automated rejection mail sorry this, sorry that. So it's just a battle of bots, which we have been seeing these days, battle of bots. And it's not just only in the hiring space, also too. If you find yourself in the tech space and you feel oh, I've been doing cybersecurity manually, I will search for bugs manually and try to make sure. Right now, the people that have been hacking are not even hacking manually. They are using artificial intelligence to be able to do several other things. So you yourself must know, okay, how can I even evolve and actually include artificial intelligence as a security analyst? Because we're in the age of machine is a machine. So you and your competitors, it depends on the person that has a very good idea and a mindset on how to leverage AI. All right. So the same car that you can drive and you're burning fuel and you come back empty, the same car somebody is driving also to, and you think, oh, how can I make a service? I'm going this way. Can I pick up also people that are going this direction? That's why you see some people when I'm going to work, use the cars, Ubers, and the rest. So those are just out of the box thinking. It might not apply to everybody, but we are just trying to showcase some key points of things that have been happening in the space. Okay, so back to the jobs I'm speaking about. So many people, I get a lot of messages in my DM. I'm a coach, so you train people, show them the way, they learn the tools, they're perfect with these tools, they know how to do this, and now some of them just send the job manually and they got the gig. Some of them got referred by somebody that knew them. Some of them got, when they were still in training, they still got those remote roles from training also. So as I said, this is not just a one way. Everybody must pass through this way, or else everybody would have gotten it. Okay, but we all have different ways. But now I'm not trying to show, okay, you have been doing the regular way. All right, so let's go the guerrilla way, right? So we know the modern, the corporate warfare and the guerrilla warfare, whereby there are no rules. You're coming from left, you're coming from up, the jet is coming from down, back to back, all right? I know that you actually have a goal and there's a direction you actually want to take, okay? So now, once now say, I've been using this method and I've showed us the method that have been used. So what can we now do now more differently to be able to carry us to where we need to be? Okay, so normally you send 200 generic CVs, and right now there's some people that they're not even the one even applying for the gigs. They've already prompted the AI anytime this job board release a job description that matches my skill set, apply. So somebody wakes up in the morning and he has never left his house. His AI has helped him to apply for 500 jobs. And it's not like the only one that knows the update. Everybody, so recruiters are already swarmed up. So That's why some people will say, like, is it that tech roles are reducing? Is it that this space is saturated? So like, not about being saturated. It's not for us to sit back. Okay, is there any other way I can be able to pass through? Is there any other directions or something that I'm not seeing? And so that's what I'm going to be sharing for us today. Okay. Well, I'm going to now be speaking more about the mindset shift. Okay. How can I just shift my mindset from a tax taker to more of a problem solver? As a data analyst, we will say that what the goal of all your processes you are taking is that you're able to add value, you're able to solve a problem. At an entry level phase, you're much more focused on the task. You think your job is to write user stories, take notes, use software tools, write this formula, write this function, all right? But a business is not actually just looking for people that can use a particular tool. They actually having a issue, they're having a problem, they're having like an inconvenience that they need somebody to actually take away. Watch, everything I'm saying is just to reframe your mindset. There's a mindset that carried you to where you are. There's a mindset that will now carry you to where you need to be. So at the end of this, it's just for a mindset shift. If I'm able to just get you to have that mindset shift, to be able to see something differently, I'm sure that I've been able to deliver. Okay. The analytical mind is just you just being inquisitive. You cannot be an analyst if you don't want to think. What you're trying to see what other people are not seeing. It's not that you just sleep and you just see something. No, it's that you're asking questions. Why is this here? Okay, how can I improve it better? So I used to tell my students, first of all, that you are first the analyst before any Excel tool. A car is good, but if you don't have a direction, a car cannot give you like a direction. You're the one that will tell give the directions to the vehicle. All right. The same instrument that is used to do good in the hands of somebody else that has a different mindset, it can be used to do bad. So it's not you trying to throw out the instrument. It's for you to be able to know how can you use the instrument to perfect you. And that's what is happening. We're not saying that people are applying for jobs with AI and this, or people or recruiters like this. No, we're saying that okay, everybody knows these tools. From my point of view, how can I use these tools to work effectively? Okay, so for the restaurant scenario I'm giving now, okay, you go to a restaurant, you saw that food is taking slowly, you're seeing that they're carrying one equipment to another, people are sharing the same instruments and several other things like that. And you now sit back and watch, okay, what is happening here? How can I just not even how can I help, how can they work better? And like you notice that okay, if this thing is being multiplied, if they position some tables to be closer, if this is actually delivered on time, if they're able to get plan B, and you just think of things to put together, that's just you just like instead of you just coming like I'm in this thing, can you help me? Can you give me a job or something? No, you're coming there with a kind of a value that okay, this is what I've noticed, and this is the solution that what I want to give. All right. So I'm going to be now speaking more about okay, beyond the CV now, what can we now do? So we all know everybody's talking about artificial intelligence a lot, and now most people, especially job seekers, they're just seeing AI as a kind of a typewriter now. Instead of me typing manually, I'll just be speaking and AI is typing it, or is going go and help me to do the research and bring it back. Okay, so yes, we all like use AI to write your resume, to write your cover letter. Okay, let it sound more corporate, let it sound more generic, all that. Okay, so but now we can also still use that AI as a strategy partner. Okay, what am I trying to say is that what the same way you're using AI to search to answer like recruiters, you can actually be using it to now go into more of the strategy part of things as a business analyst. So instead of just going through job descriptions and trying to find out how you can fit into it, why don't you just take those job descriptions and see, I think, okay, if this business is writing about this, that means that they're having gaps and they need somebody to fill into like these gaps. So how can I use from just the job descriptions to be able to now give value even before like I actually come into it. So now this is what I'm going to speak in like this now. So like coming with the kind of a consultant mindset, that what is big. Coming with a different mindset than just throwing your CV out there, trying to find what is going to stick. You can just come into and say, okay, let me just pick like 5 companies that I want to work for, and I'll just do a kind of a deep research. Okay, or even like I see a job board trying to throw, okay, we're looking for this. I will now go and I'll try to make more research on the company. Now, not more research to apply, but more research to understand and to be able to find, look for an opportunity to present myself differently. Okay, so you want to check from job boards or check their core business. Check if they have an app. If you go to their app, you can check if they have a 1-star like reviews on App Store. If they're a B2B company, you can check out some customer complaints on various forums, social media. Yes, you're going to work. Okay, you're going to actually put yourself out. You must do the extra. They say for you to do the extraordinary is the extra beyond the ordinary. So if everybody is using this pattern, is now like filled up and saturated, that means that you need to now put that extra effort to do that. Okay, so we want to take those complaints, copy them, and we can now feed that into AI. Watch, you were still using AI, okay, but now instead of just AI kind of help me write like a resume for this marketing role and the rest. Instead, I'm saying, yeah, okay, take all the things I've spotted out. Can you be able to now analyze, okay, these 50 customers' complaints, underline the operational factors and how I can be able to best present it to the business. Okay, suddenly, like there's a kind of shift of mind. Yes, I know many of us are more of has this kind of consumer mentality than being a producer. We want to just receive, let everybody be doing the work behind the scenes, let us just be getting the benefit. But right now, you need to actually grow out of that box and ask yourself, okay, what can I actually do more? Okay, so coming to the part of the value, how can we be able to now execute this practically? Okay, so the insights we are going to get from all our research. Watch, you're not going to be doing like research. So after you do your research, the insights you're going to be getting are like things like, okay, I can now, once I've done my research and everything, I can just couple them and say, okay, and what I have noticed now, I've analyzed your data on public or those ones that are publicly available, and I noticed this and this and this is happening. So now these are my 3-step process I can be able to use to solve those issues that I spot on. We can just go to AI to generate more things like that. Okay, so after that, now you can now find the hiring manager on LinkedIn, and instead of you just asking them for a job, you can send them like a document that will be like, okay, hi, I love your product, but I noticed this friction with this user or something like that. I just quickly put up a quick solution to help you like streamline your processes. I hope this brings value to you. See how your mind has changed. You're coming like founder to founder, business owner to business owner. You're coming, I've not seen this on this, like even recruiters are going to be shocked. I've not seen something like this. The only one I'm saying is like, and this thing, 6 years of experience, that one, I've worked with this, I've worked with that, but you are coming from a different point of view. Just like now, if water is leaking somewhere and like your neighbor just comes with a pipe and is able to fix it, when he's fixing it, like not saying, show me your fluid mechanics certifications, your like masters in piping and everything. No. It's coming with what the value straight up. Okay, so when you're coming with the value straight up, nobody will asking for you. Can you tell me the 95 certifications you have, this one and that one, the software tools? Once you're coming, you're coming but to attack the problem instantly, not me coming, not the manager coming to now teach you. Okay, yes, like I know that kind of, when we're growing in school now, there's this kind of student mentality whereby the lecturer feeds you now go. And many of us took that student mentality to the job market whereby you want your employee to feed you. Many people are going through all their schedules are tight, several other things like that. They don't want another person to have to start to force, push, train, and everything. They want somebody that is coming from on top to be able to at least fill in those spots. All right. So these are things you can be able to use to actually push what you have to do. Okay. So I'll begin to like wrap up here, and what I'm going to say now to wrap up is this now. All right, so as I said, the main goal is towards mindset shift. Okay, we're going to be speaking a lot about like mindset, how we can move from just the entry-level mindset to have like a business or a consultant mindset. Okay, normally the entry-level mindset will be like, oh, I'm looking for an opportunity where I can learn and grow. But when you're coming out with problem solver, you're coming like, okay, I've been able to analyze your business, I've been able to carry out some research, and I can be able to solve this and this for you. Same thing, but two different parts. Okay, so some people just come, okay, does your company have an opening at for a BA role? You can also go like, no, I've been able to design like a kind of a 3-step framework that can save your team like 5 hours a week. Those are the same things, but different level of output. So people just go, oh, I'm good in Excel, I'm good in SQL. Instead of that, be like, no, I use data tracking to be able to spot this and spot this and spot this. Like this is not just for people that are applying for roles. This can be also used for you right here. wherever you are now, what problem can you actually solve? Have you looked at, okay, that thing that is being complained of often, how you can adjust this, how you can adjust that, and how to be able to what grow from there. Just like if you go to the hospital now and the patient just walks into a clinic with a broken arm, and the doctor like just stand there and say, I have read lots of textbook, I know this, I know this. Like instead of him just getting the x-ray, okay, this is what happened, this is what you need to do, this is what you do, in 6 weeks you get this. Who do you think like we're going to be able to work more? So that's the same thing. When you study a company's problem using AI now, you can now be able to analyze their data, check review, check their current processes. That's just like taking an x-ray. Then can be able to write some simple solutions and a kind of a prescription from what you're doing. Okay, so just stop looking at job descriptions. I see like, okay, these are the things I must have, and the rest. See job descriptions are these are the issues that these companies are going through. So when you hear like you knew that okay, somebody must be able to manage like stakeholder relationship. That means that what is a current delay the stakeholders relationship. If you hear things must be skilled in data analysis, that means that okay, what they haven't like data issues. When you have that mindset, it helps you to work faster. So don't just wait for a company to come and validate you that okay, you can add value to me. Instead, I'm coming first with my value, and I want that value to validate me for myself. Okay, so I'm not more begging. Instead, I'm coming with a kind of a cure, a solution. Okay, so like you need to be able to work with this mindset, and I'm sure this have been able to help you. All right. Yes, I know this is not for everybody. If you have a job, kudos to you. If you're still in the marketplace, you're trying to get one, keep pushing up. I'm not sure, like step by step. Don't just give up. It might just be that last one that might just be a big. And if this actually helps you, maybe this was for you actually, you can also take these steps and also share your feedback with us. I'm going to be sharing more of this for us to be able to help us change our mindset and get the direction, how we can leverage AI into the tech space and also to get us to where we want. Thank you for that and have a nice day.